Jeopardy! Fans livid over final clue. Player winning streak cut short. When it comes to the final stage of Jeopardy! For all the marbles, viewers expect that final clue to be the stuff of legend. In recent scenes, however, that final moment was a letdown, and watchers were not shy about voicing their disappointment. So, what happened in recent scenes? Jeopardy! The final clue is for all the marbles. As longtime Jeopardy! Watchers know, a player can be leading for an entire game, and that lead can melt away in an instant, depending on what the final Jeopardy! Clue is, and depending on how the betting works out. In recent scenes, they were as dramatic as ever. One thing that makes Jeopardy! Winning streak so impressive is the fact that they are not as easy to string together as the casual game show viewer might think. A lot of factors come into play. Whether it's a bit of luck, a bit of strategy, and perhaps even a bit of something intangible, a lot goes into becoming a Jeopardy! Champion and successfully defending that crown. Winning streak snapped over unimpressive final clue. In recent Jeopardy! Scenes, Ashley Chan, a publicist from Louisville, Texas, was hoping to notch a win streak of 5 wins. This has been a rarity of late, and an impressive feat for anyone to pull off. Viewers loved Ashley's personality, and many were rooting for her to put together that impressive win total. Unfortunately for Ashley, despite her best effort, and despite getting pretty close in the end, she was not able to make it over the hump to notch that all-important 5th win. The way a lot of Jeopardy! Fans see it, however, a lot of that has to do with what the final clue was for that day, which many viewers feel was a poor choice for Final Jeopardy! Jeopardy! Fans slam final clue in recent scenes, with Ashley Chan not able to extend her Jeopardy! Winning streak to 5 games. Many fans blame the recent final clue as the culprit for this. Ken Jennings read the clue in the anthems category, saying, "The unofficial anthem of this UK territory mentions kelp, penguins, and the wind from the horn." Even though all 3 players did get the answer correct, many Jeopardy! Fans were livid over the fact that this ended up being the final clue for all the marbles. One commenter said, "This was another FJ for which solving it required no knowledge whatsoever about the category." Another commenter added, "The FJ clues have been so weak lately. Are the writers on holiday break? What's going on?" A wave of controversy has rippled through the Jeopardy! Fan community after a jaw-dropping final Jeopardy! Clue ended a promising contestant's winning streak. The episode, which aired Friday night, featured returning champion Morgan Sinclair, who had swiftly become a fan favorite thanks to her wit, fast reflexes, and 4-game winning streak. But her reign was dramatically cut short by a final Jeopardy! Question that many viewers are now calling unfair, ambiguous, and poorly worded. The category? Historical figures. The clue. This 19th century leader was born in a country that no longer exists and died before his most famous quote became legendary. The correct response was, "Who is Otto von Bismarck?" However, Sinclair answered, "Who is Napoleon III?" A response that, while technically incorrect, prompted a flurry of debates online. Within minutes of the episode's conclusion, social media exploded with #Jeopardygate hashtags and side-by-side timeline breakdowns of both Bismarck and Napoleon III. Reddit threads and Twitter timelines lit up with theories, critiques, and even sarcastic memes, with many fans arguing that the clue was too vague or misleading, especially for a Final Jeopardy! Level question. Some questioned whether producers are placing too much weight on obscurity over logic, a criticism that has come up before. "I've watched this show for over 20 years, tweeted one frustrated fan. That clue was designed to stump, not to challenge. To make matters more bitter, Morgan had led by over $8,000 going into Final Jeopardy! And only lost due to a risky wager made with what she, and many, thought was a solid answer." In a short statement after the episode, host Ken Jennings acknowledged the online discussion, saying, "Jeopardy! Clues are rigorously fact-checked, but we always listen to our fans and appreciate the passion they bring. Whether or not this leads to changes in how clues are crafted remains to be seen." For now, Morgan Sinclair joins a long list of talented contestants whose journey ended not with a bang, but with a buzzer and a question that's likely to be dissected for years to come.